1986 World Cup, Diego Maradona. As an 8-year-old watching it, I was fascinated with this godlike player tearing the World Cup apart. And one goal in particular he scored against England, the hand of God, where he tipped it in with his hand, and he was asked afterwards, was it cheating? Did you do it on purpose? And he said, no, it was the hand of God. And as a young boy watching these games, I yearned to take part in the game. I dreamt about being on the pitch, getting the ball, hitting the back of the net. And it reminds me of the readings today. Jesus says to his disciples, the kingdom of heaven will not appear all of a sudden. The kingdom of heaven is already here. The kingdom of heaven is amongst you. So the disciples must have been pretty confused. Where is the kingdom of heaven? I can't see it. We're waiting for it to come. It was inside them, literally, in their hearts, if they searched hard enough, if they lived the Christian life, if they lived the Beatitudes, if they lived Jesus' love, they could transform the world. They could take part in the game. It wasn't just a watching episode like I was watching the World Cup in 1986 and dreaming about taking part. We are in the game. The theodrama is taking place. We can affect the game if we live a life of prayer, live a life of love, live the sacraments, live the Word of God. The kingdom of heaven will have arrived. It has arrived and it will arrive in time to come. In the first reading today, St. Paul is urging his followers to get in the game too. He reminds them that Onesimus, who once was, according to Paul, useless to them, has become useful because he now is a messenger of Paul. He is on his way and he's challenging them to get in the game, to live as Christians, to welcome him now, to turn aside whatever opinion or attitude they have of Onesimus and to welcome him and use him. Paul would use him as a vessel through which he could spread the gospel in the early church. So he's asking them also to be like Christians and welcome him, to be in the game, to get in the game, and to live as Jesus would have expected them and wanted them to live, to become exactly who they were meant to be and who they are. So let's take part in the game, let's get on the pitch, let's hit the back of the net as Christians.